Hi, my name is Jason. I'm with the Better Business Bureau Education Foundation, and we're talking with one of our Student of Integrity applicants for 2020 Student of Integrity Scholarship. This is Antonia Kopp. Did I say it right? Antonia?
Antonia.
Just trying to make it too fancy, wasn't I? So this is Antonia Kopp, and Antonia, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you go to school?
I just graduated from the Academy for Classical Education, which is a school here in Macon, Georgia. I love to play soccer, and I played for A.C.E.'s team. I also run, so I'm on the cross country team, and I've been on that team for 4 years now. So I love sports, and I'm also a part of the math team, and I tutor students.
Good gracious. Now, I'm looking over, so you submitted a whole packet of information for the Student of Integrity Scholarship. You did an art show and your math tutor.
Yes, sir. That's probably the love of my life, math, right there. And I absolutely love tutoring students. So I've been tutoring students after school since ninth grade. We meet about once a week. And I've tutored like 6 different students for like long term. And they've been in different math subjects like algebra 2, some geometry. So I love math, but I also love teaching others math.
Well, I think you're a unicorn because I don't like either. I'm just saying. So I'm looking through your whole litany of things that you've accomplished. And one thing that really stands out to me, outside of being a fundraising team member, being on the junior executive committee, vice president of the math team, um, founder of Scholar Seminars, and tell me a little bit about the Scholar Seminars.
So I got my inspiration for the scholar seminars from a summer program that I attended last year, the Governor's Honors Program. And while there, it was a coalition of Georgia high school students, and we had RAs, just like in college. And what the RAs did is they put on in the evenings seminars, what they called seminars. And it was just a time for us to learn about different subjects. And some of the subjects were just not academic, just more fun. And so I wanted to take that to my school, to ACE, sort of put on seminars that had, dealt with academic subjects, but also dealt with non-academic subjects, just something to relax after school. So one seminar that I actually put on was I taught 6th graders how to use their lockers and how to use their agendas, because to 6th graders, they've never had a locker before. And so that was a new experience that they had to learn how to make it to class on time, but also how to organize their textbooks with the lockers.
And no one asked you to do this, no one told you to do this.
No, no one told me to do it. I just wanted to do it, and I asked my principal if it was an idea that she liked, and she did, and so she let me run with it. I love that my high school is small. Not only do all the students know each other, but also the teachers and school officials know each of us students on a personal basis too. As a result, I have been blessed with many opportunities that have allowed my leadership abilities and trustworthiness to shine, because my teachers, coaches, and administrators are aware of the positive character traits I possess. I have been a member of my school's National Beta Club since ninth grade. Beta Club is an academic honor society that emphasizes community engagement and service. In 11th grade, I was asked by my Beta Club teacher sponsors to serve as a member of the 6-person newly founded fundraising team. Twice a week, we sold chicken biscuits to students, faculty, and staff in an effort to raise much needed money for our school chapter. As fundraising team members, we were expected to be accurate during all transactions and responsible while counting the money afterwards. We had to ensure the amount of money raised each day matched the number of biscuits sold and left over. I'm happy to say that our teacher sponsors never had any reason to suspect those of us on the fundraising team of imprecise or dishonest actions. I have also played on my school's varsity soccer team since ninth grade. At the close of last year's season, I was honored when the graduating co-captain presented me with her captain's armband and chose me to take over her role on the team. My duties include communicating with the referees on my team's behalf, working with my coach to determine team weaknesses, and leading warm-ups. I'm also in charge of the bag that contains my team's practice pennies and cones. Without the pennies to differentiate those on different teams during drills, and without the cones to mark out of bounds or smaller sections of the field, a productive practice would be nearly impossible. Still, my coach entrusts me with the responsibility of being in charge of that bag, and I'm thankful for his confidence. I have learned that the presence of trustworthiness makes organizations, teams, and workplaces run more smoothly. When team members or employees are trustworthy, responsibilities and tasks can be more effectively doled out, allowing more to get done. My Beta Club teacher sponsors could not sell the chicken biscuits themselves. They had a homeroom to watch, so they had to hand over the responsibility of raising money to students like me. My soccer coach had to share the responsibility of the penny and cone bag with me so that not all the team duties fell on him. Overall, the leadership positions I've held in high school have honed the skills I will need in my future career. In addition, I have seen the benefits of not only being trustworthy myself, but also having trust in others, as it allows for more success towards a common goal in the long run.
I love it. I love it. Antonia Kopp. And the topic for this year was, give us evidence of your trustworthiness in so many words. And you did an excellent job, and you're on your way to Georgia Tech. So
Yes.
now, as of right now, when are you supposed to report? I know that COVID's still kind of crazy, but have they said a date yet?
So right now, they are, I think, moving forward with having in-person classes in the fall, which I'm very excited about. And move-in day is Saturday, August 8th.
August 8th. Now, let's talk about your graduation. What kind of, people have had to do things differently with coronavirus and COVID. What was your graduation like?
So my graduation was a mixture of like a drive-through graduation and a walking across the stage graduation. So they gave each family a spot in the parking lot to park their car. So each family had to fit in one car. And when it was time, they lined us all up in alphabetical order in the cars. And the cars drove through ACE's campus. So we have a pond on the campus, so we kind of cut through there and drove up to the front, and then each car stopped, let their student get out. The student walked right there in front of the front office and received a diploma from Mrs. Perkins, the principal, and had their tassel turned from Mrs. Stokes, the other principal. And then the student walked into the school building to sort of see all the teachers one last time and get their actual diploma. And then they walked out, and meanwhile, the parents drove to pick up the student, and at the end, there was a parade in the cars.
Now, I imagine that was a little emotional, wasn't it?
It was. At first, I was a little hesitant because I do like traditions, and traditional graduation was what I wanted. But this ceremony turned out to be absolutely beautiful and flawless, and Miss Perkins and Miss Stokes just did a wonderful job of making a drive-through graduation classy.
I love that. And now, am I right in saying that at a traditional graduation, you would have had to make a speech? Am I right there?
So I was ACE's salutatorian, and at a graduation ceremony, I would have spoken, made my speech at the podium live, but Miss Stokes and Miss Perkins did not forget, and they had the valedictorian and I come up to the school the day before, and they actually recorded us speaking.
How cool is that? How cool is that? So, Antonia Kopp, headed to Georgia Tech, salutatorian at the Academy for Classical Education. And you just laid out a wonderful essay on why being trustworthy is still important. Antonia, I would like to let you know that the Better Business Bureau believes in you, and we're going to give you a scholarship towards Georgia Tech. So congratulations, you have received this scholarship of $1,000.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much.
Oh, you are so deserving. So
Well,
very
thank you. So I would like to thank Birch's Pigment so very much for making this scholarship opportunity possible. I am so excited to attend Georgia Tech, and the scholarship will help my family cover the costs of attending. And for that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart.